Hello, welcome to Chess Prime. As part of this video, we are going to see how to build a chatbot application by using Spring AI and Google Gemini Vertex AI. So we are going to see two things, mainly how to use or how to build a Spring AI application by using Google Gemini or Vertex API. We are going to use service account, and then we are going to build a simple service, and then we are going to build another a chat interface by using React JS for chatbot application, and then we are going to integrate the REST service into the chatbot application. So that's what we are going to see. So first we will see to build these applications. So what are the things we needed? So first we can see a Spring Boot to build the service and Google Gemini or Vertex AI. So we are going to use this API to get the model which is provided by Google Gemini, and then we are going to use another chat interface to build that one. We are going to use the React JS, vite, and bootstrap, so and node.js. All these things we are going to use to build the chat interface, and by using Spring Boot or Spring AI we are going to build the REST service, and we are going to use the Vertex AI and along with the Google Gemini models which is available, and custom models. We can use many things. If we use only Gemini, we can able to use only Gemini related models, but if you use the Vertex AI, we can able to use Gemini models along with the custom models. So that's the reason we are going to use the Vertex AI. And how to get the Vertex AI? So we are going to create a simple service account. So that service account we are going to use at a Spring Boot service. So let's get started. So to build this application, first what we need? First the step is we need to create Vertex AI API service account in the GCP console. So let's get started. So to create a service account, we need to log in into the Google console, Google Cloud console. In my case, I have already logged in and I just created a free tier account. So in case if you don't have free tier account, you can find the video description a link, so you can follow the steps how to create the free tier account. But let me create a free tier account, and then you can follow the similar steps. First step is you have to enable the Vertex API. So let me Vertex VE or Vertex API Vertex AI. So first we have to enable the Vertex API. So once this is done, the next step is you have to create a service account. So in my case it's already enabled. In case if it's not enabled for you, so you have to enable it. Okay, so now the next step is what you have to we have to manage this a service account, or we have to create the service account. So how to create the service account? So that's very easy. You can go to the service account section and then you can create it. So I'm going to create a simple service account, and then I'm going to add the necessary permissions. So this is the service account section. Go to the service account and click on create service account. I'm going to create a simple service account. So this is my name, test service account. I am going to give it, let me give the description also, test service account. So let's continue and then continue and then done. So now your service account is ready. So this is what we have created, test service account, and let's enable that one. The second step is right. So once the service account is created, so we have to give the permissions. So what this service account will do? This service account should be have the permissions like Vertex A administrator. So this is the role is required because we are going to use this service account to access the Vertex AA API. So that's the reason we need to give this Vertex A administrator. So let's save it. So once this is done, the main part is, so now this service account is ready and it's having the necessary permissions for to access this Vertex API, and then we have to get the service account actual key. So let's go for keys and then let's load it. So add a key, create a new key, and it should be as a JSON. Let's create it. So what it will do, it will generate a JSON key which is having the service account details. So this is what it generated. Keep it safe, we can't regenerate it again. So that's the reason I'm going to keep it safe in my locally, but let's keep it safe so when you are generating. So this is the first step. Now the service account we had created. Now service account is ready. Now the second step is we have to build a simple Spring Boot AI service, so then we can use the service account there. So let's go to the service account uh, Spring AI part. So to create the Spring AI application, I'm going to use the Spring initialization. So here you can use the Maven and 3 dot version, and you can give the some of the group ID. I'm going to use the Spring GCP Vertex AI demo. So this is my artifact name. I'm going to use it. So I'm going to use the 17 jar version. So that's it about our basic details. We need to fill it out. So these are package name and group name. So now the dependency is what we need to select here. I'm going to build the RESTful services. So I'm going to add the REST Spring Web. Next I'm going to add the Vertex. So I'm going to use the Spring, one of the feature or dependency called Vertex AI Gemini, so that I can able to interact with the Gemini or Vertex AI service account. So that's the reason I'm going to add this dependency. So this is done. So now the next dependency, we can add dev tools, but it's keep creating a problem, but I'm not going to add anything. So these two is enough. So Spring Web is required to build the REST service, and Vertex AI, it is required to communicate with the Vertex AI service by using service account. So these are the two dependencies required. Now let's generate it. So now you can see this application is generated. So what you have to do, you can import this application into your favorite browser. It could be Eclipse or IntelliJ. I'm going to use the Eclipse, but it's up to you. You can use any browser. So let me import this one. Okay, now you can see our Spring Boot application I have imported into Eclipse. We can see the project structure. So we can see the Spring Boot main application, and then we can see the default property file which got created. So these are the two files it's got generated. So what I'm going to do here, right? So first what I had to do, I had to configure some of the basic things what is required. There is three things we need to configure. So it's related to your application or Vertex AI. So where your GCP Vertex AI is running, it's a location, and then a service account, which model you are trying to use it, and the service account, that one you can configure directly into any environment variables. It will take it out. First let me configure the default which is required basic properties. So if you see, these are the three properties it is required. One is the project ID. So where is your GCP project related one, and where your GCP project is running, this is your GCP project ID, and this is which model you are trying to use it. So let me show you some of the properties how I'm getting this one. If you go to your Spring AI documentation, let's go to the AI models, and then go to the chat models, and we can see the Vertex AI. So here you can able to see these properties, what properties basic things is required, and you can see here project ID and location and the credential URLs. So all those things you can able to support, and what model it's going to support. So these are some of the models, but if you want to see the full version of models, you can able to see over here. So that's about these models. Let me show you. So these are the models it will support, and then come back to the our project. So these are projects. So these are the basic things we need to configure, and the next important thing is we have to configure your environment variables. and then come back to here. So here we have to configure one of the important environment variable called Google application credentials. Either you can pass this one as the JVM arguments, or you can keep that one into your application environment variables. Anyone is fine, but in my case, just to make it simple, I just configured this is the environment variable. So this is my service account details. So this is my service account JSON path location. You can give this one and save it. So that's it. So your service account is ready to use it, and your basic Spring AI project is ready. Now second thing is we have to build a simple REST client. So I'm going to write a simple REST client. So this is a simple REST client. I'm going to write my REST client and finish it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark this one as a REST controller, and inside that I'm going to create a simple REST client. So REST controller. So inside this REST controller, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a simple method, public string get answer. So this is my method name. So what it will do, I'm going to mark this one as a get mapping, and let me treat as user, and inside that I'm going to use a request mapping. So request mapping, and I will take query from the user. So this is ready, your basic method is ready. So now the next step is what we have to do, we have to call our service account or Vertex API. So that's the second step. So how we are going to call the your service account? So for to call the service account, what we have to do, we have to use a chat model which can use which can be useful to make a call to the service account and to get the response by passing the user query. So let me do auto wire. So this chat model, basically if you see, this got implemented only uh, whichever is a dependency we have added currently, so that will be the only one. So in our case we have added Vertex AI, so it's available only, this is the implementation part, so that's the reason. So the Vertex AI chat model will be implemented by default, and it is available to use it ready made. So that's the reason we no need to specify anything related to Vertex AI, but because that is the only implementation or dependency we have included. So now let's see how we are going to use this chart model. So to use this chart model, what you have to do, you can use this one. So now, so this method is ready. So what we have to do, so we are going to use this chat model, and then we are going to pass the template. So if you see the chat model having three different call methods, one is you can pass the query directly, or second thing is you can pass the prompt object. So what we are going to do, we are going to use the prompt, and then we are going to pass the query. So I'm going to pass query directly. So this is ready. So you can able to call your chat model, and you can able to pass the user query. So what it will return, so it will return chat response. So let's take the chat response and then get the required response. So now chat response is ready. So inside this chat response we have, let me get response. Response dot get result dot get output dot get text. So this is the way you can able to get the response from the chat response. Okay, now we can see we can able to get the a response as a text from the chat response. So now your service is ready almost. Let me test it. So we are going to test it. First we are going to run this chat application and we are going to send some of the request, and let's see whether we can able to get the response or not. So let me run it. So now we can see our application is running and 8080 port. So let me start http colon localhost 8080 slash user slash query. So let me find the response. So I'm just fire one of the requests, say hi. So we can see now we are getting the response. Let me see the, if you want we can able to add some of the logs just to see there is a real request. Let me add some of the logs. So I'm just query. So now we can able to see the what query user is sending. Let me restart our application and then we'll send more requests so that we can verify it out. Okay, so now our service is running. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to fire another request. Let me ask, who are you? So you can see the query is coming here, and let's see what response we are going to get it. So it's saying that I'm a large language model trained by Google, and let me ask some different question. What is Java? So the question reached our service, and let's see what response we are going to get it. Yes, we can see some response is coming. Okay, so this should be fine. Let me ask last question. Who is PM of India? Okay, it's saying that Narendra Modi. I think we can see it's working and we can able to see the response. So this is the second part. What we have done so far, we have created a service account and we build a simple REST service, and then we can able to test it. So now the third part is we are going to build a simple React chatbot application, so that we are going to use it, and finally we are going to integrate the chatbot with the REST API. So that's it, I think. Now let me build a simple React application. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a simple React application. So how to build that one? So I'm going to use npm, like I said before, right? To build this application we should have node.js and React JS and vite and bootstrap. So all these 3-4 components we are going to use it to build a simple chatbot React application. So let me write first, let me create a simple React application. Npm create, I'm going to use vite at the rate of latest, and let me save everything in this project, or let me create a simple application react app demo. So this is my application. Let me run it. So it will take some time. Let me pause the video. Yes. So here we need to select it. So which application you are trying to create? Are you going to use React? Yes. And which one you are going to use? Are you going to use TypeScript? Yes. That's it. So now let me show me the director so we can see our application is ready. Cd React demo. So now cd React app demo. Yes, now we are in uh, React app demo. Now what I'm going to do, we have to install the npm install, so it will take some time to download. And it will take some time to download all necessary dependencies. I'm just going to pause the video. Yes, now you can see so all the dependencies are downloaded. So now to run or to start our React application, I'm going to use npm run dev. Press enter. So now it will start our application. Now you can see this application is ready under port 5173. So you can take this URL and let me start it. You can see our application is running under. Now we can see the React basic React application is running. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this basic application, and let me open it in Visual Studio Code. So this is our basic application, and yes, I can trust here. Let's come back here, app dot say. So this is our basic file. So here I'm going to start modifying this file. Let me start changing it little bit. So let me put here just prime. So this is what I'm just trying to print, a simple content. You can see now just prime is coming. So I'm just going to write some more React application to build a simple chatbot which is coming here, and from that we will take it for. Let me write some code in the background so you don't need to see the screen. Okay, now I just build some of the simple React application, and which is having a banner called just prime, and which will display some of the chat application. So let me start, let me give some more in details about this one. If you see, this is the chatbot application. I have built it, and so this will call our service what we have built it, which is running under 8080 port, which is taking as a user as one of the API parameter, and then we are going to give the query as a input. So that's about the a simple React or chatbot application, but you can able to find all this code base in the video description if in case if you want to see it out. Okay, so now let me start it, let me test it out. So what will happen? Okay, I'm going to fire one of the request. So soups, some error is coming. Let me check it out. What is that error? Yes, I can see here there is a cross origin policy error is coming. So let me fix that error. So to fix that error, let go back to your controller, and we need to add at the rate of cross origin policy, and then inside that we should allow our request. So what's our request? If you see, our application is running under localhost 5173. So this you should allow, then I think it should work. Okay, let me test it out. Now come back here and let me reload our application, and let's close it out. I think we need to restart our service. Let me restart it. Okay, so now our application is restarting. Let me retest it. Let me say hi. Yeah, I think we are getting a response now. It's saying that when I hi, it's saying that however. Let me ask, who are you? Yes, it's saying that I trained by Google, and we can see the request here. So what are the request we are trying to ask? So it is going back to your Eclipse and we can see the answer. Let me ask some of the questions. What is RAM in two lines? You can ask some questions and let's see what's. Yes, we can see the response is coming. RAM is a computer short-term memory. So something which is giving. Let me ask, what is JDK? Yes, we are getting the response. Let me show you the big response we are getting. It's explaining so much thing, JDK, JRE, whatever. But let me ask some more questions. What is the full form of USA? Yes, it's saying United States of America. Let me ask some question. Who is the PM of Japan? It's giving some of the response. You can ask same question to the known people also. You will be getting the. So it's giving Narendra Modi. So that means it's working properly. We can able to send the request and we can able to get the response. So this is the way you can able to integrate a Spring Boot a application into Chatbot. And if you think this is your application, you can add all necessary screens, and then this is your chatbot icon, so that you can able to integrate very easily the Spring Boot AI, which is connecting to Vertex AI API with the help of service account, and we can able to get the response back. So let me ask some more questions just for our more verification. What is the latest Java version? So let's see what's going to response, because it's giving the latest JDK is 21, but it was trained till 2023. So this is the limitation. If you use any of the pre-trained models, so there is a certain time duration is that till the time it was trained. But the lady JDK is 21 is not the latest one, but still we have 24, but still it is giving 21 is the latest because it trained till 2023. So that's the reason. Okay, so this is one of the limitation what we are going to, if we use some of the pre-trained models, but how we are going to solve this kind of limitation, and that we are going to see with the help of RAG pattern or RAG implementation. So let's see that one as part of the next video. And you can see this is the sample code base, and you can able to find this code base in the video description, and if you want you can have a look it out. And this is our service, and the cross issue we have fixed it by adding cross origin and the corresponding origin, so that way it will allow the request from external resource your service and you will get the response back. I think that's all about this video. We have seen all the four steps: creating Vertex API service and building service, building the chatbot application, and integrating REST API with the chatbot, and finally we can able to see the response. I think that's all about this video. If you like the video, you can subscribe channel for more subsequent updates, and thank you.